Hi everyone, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisode. I am Lene Gehrig and my cameraman Houston and I are excited to bring you Concord 9th Turnabout stamps. So come play with us. So if you're not familiar with Turnabout stamps, they're a really revolutionary way to create your own background using up to 4 different ink colors without having to reposition your stamp, which is fantastic. So let me show you what we're going to do. This is the lovely Blossoms Turnabout stamp set. Have our trusty Misty or any stamping platform will work. And every single stamp set comes with what's called an alignment aid. That's the big X that's on the background. So I have here my alignment aid. It says this side up at the top, so start with that. And then it also has, so we have our pattern side or a bumpy side of our stamp, the stamping side. And we're going to turn this till we find the right direction. We're going to place this on top of the alignment aid and we're going to be aligning all the images. And you want to be really spot on with this. So you're only going to have to do this once. So we're going to do it right. Nope. We're going to do it right the first time. Took me a couple of tries the first time, and because I'm not right over this, I'm kind of pushing it forward so you don't see the top of my head in our filming. I'm not right over the top of it. So I'm going to pull it down here so I can see. Yes, okay, there we go. So we only have to do that once. All right, so now we're going to open our Misty, and we also need what's called a Turnabout Jig. The jig can also be purchased from Paper Wishes, and what it is it's a numbered, there's a number in each corner, and the jig is what you're actually going to attach the paper to that we're going to be stamping on, and you're going to turn it in quarters, okay? Not the stamp, but you're going to be turning the jig. So the jig has an X on it as well. So we're going to be putting that in the corner of the Misty, and then we're going to be putting our stamping alignment aid on here, and we're aligning the X's, the X that's on the alignment aid and the X that is on the jig. There we go. And we're going to close the door like that. Oops. And then we're going to remove that alignment aid. You don't need it again for this project. All right, so on our jig, this particular jig, I went ahead and glued the cardstock on here, and this is why I glued it. I just used some repositional adhesive, just rubs right off the back of your card, it rubs right off the back of the jig. The reason I'm not using the magnets that come with the Misty is because the stamp is so big it covers this whole space. There's no place to stick the magnet. So the repositional adhesive is really the way to go. So once again, putting that in the corner, okay, stamping that down. All right, so now we're ready to ink. So this is Distress Oxide Shabby Shutters ink, and it's just a really beautiful rich green. Inking my stamp. Okay, I think I got everything there. All right. Oh, and making sure they're starting with the number 1 there. The first color of ink corresponds with the number 1 at the top right corner of the jig. That's how we keep track of the turns that we're making. Okay, that looks great. Now I'm going to clean this color off. All right. And now I'm going to use my second color of ink, which is the brushed corduroy. Okay. All right, so now I'm at the number 1, so now I'm moving it to number 2 because I'm on my second ink color. All right. You know what? There's two little spots there that I feel like I want to get inked a little better. Don't you love a stamping platform? If we didn't have stamping platforms, we'd have to try to realign that. Ugh. Remember those days? All right. Okay, so now we're going to clean off this color. All right, and the third color is Scattered Straw. Okay. Third color, so I turn the jig to the number 3, right there. All right. And the last color. Now you could stamp this in 2 colors. You could, you know, alternate stamp colors if you don't want to use 4. All right. Oh, I forgot to say this one is Pine Needle. Pine Needles with an S. Okay. Oh, I forgot the right in the middle. Okay, so I need to go to number 4. Wow, I got ink all over that one. Oh, see some areas there that didn't make contact, so. There we go. All right. So let's push this out of the way. This comes right off with that repositional adhesive. And I've got my background. Okay? So let me show you some of the cards that we did using these stamp sets. This birthday card, really fun to make. This one uses the Birthday Basics Turnabout. Did the same process with just shades of pink and then die cut the center, and then before gluing down this particular frame, I stamped and white embossed Hooray, and then I used the cutout circle and used that on the inside of the card as well and just cut it even with the card edges. Okay, so that's the Birthday Basics. This one Debbie made, which was just gorgeous. This one is the Hello Sunshine, and if we can zoom in here a little bit, Houston, Debbie did some gold embossing on the center of this card. There we go. And she told me that she did the gold embossing first and then used the Turnabout to go ahead and do the 2 shades of blue. She did that first so that when she was applying the embossing powder, that some of those little stray pieces of gold didn't get stuck on the inked pieces. It's a beautiful card. And then on the the Stitch Turnabout, she did some happy birthday cards. Here's one, big beautiful card, has these very pretty hand stitched details. And then Debbie also did this card, background rather, in a couple of different color options. So some really beautiful teals and blues and shades of pink. And then also as another option, this card uses just the center portion here, which she then die cut with a circle double stitch cutting die, and then she used the border right here that is also included right here on the stamp set. See, isn't that beautiful? Well, thanks for joining me today. Be sure and leave a comment, or if you have any additional questions that I could answer for you about these great Turnabout stamp sets. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.